I like the way you work it, no diggity, about to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, about to bag it up. Hey folks, Ukulele Simon here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to play No Diggity by Blackstreet in a percussive ukulele style. This video is going to be in 3 parts. Part 1 is building that drum beat. Part 2 is adding the chords. And part 3 is adding spice. So let's get started. And if you want to see this in action, make sure you check out the cover, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. And I'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to this channel to see some weekly ukulele madness. So part 1 is we're going to build the drum beat. Now the drum beat is made out of 3 elements. You have the bass drum, the snare drum, and the hi-hat. So first let's have a look at how to do each of those. So the bass drum, now imagine that you've just hurt your hand. You've just stung it on something sharp and it's, ooh, ow, ow, ow. That is the kind of motion that you want. So with that motion, you're going to use your thumb and slap just in front of the bridge of your ukulele. Don't slap the bridge because 1, that might really hurt, and 2, you could damage it. You want to slap the strings just in front to get that bass. Like that. Next up, you've got the snare drum. So with the left hand, you're going to mute the strings. And when I say mute the strings, what it means is you're not pressing down like if you were going to play a chord. You're just hovering it on top of the strings to get that scratchy sound. So that's what your left hand is doing. And your right hand, just a regular strum with your fingernails. Now, if you accidentally hit the wood of the ukulele, either above or below, great, because that sounds brilliant. But if you just want to hit the strings, that also sounds great. Next, we have the hi-hat. The hi-hat is simply the same as the snare drum, but an upstroke with your finger. And it's a slightly softer sound, which gives you a nice bit of variation between the snare drum and the hi-hat. So that's the 3 elements. You put them together by counting to 4. So the bass drum is going to be on the 1. The snare drum is going to be on the 2. Bass drum on the 3. And snare drum on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to add the hi-hat on the and of every number. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That is how to play the drum pattern. Then practice away. Start slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bass hat, snare hat, bass hat, snare hat. And then slowly build the speed. There is the drum beat. Sounds really great. Hey, oh yeah, baby. Hop, a dib it, oh yeah, baby. Step 2 is to add the chords. And the main chord we're going to use for 90% of this song is the F sharp minor chord. Now the easiest way to remember an F sharp minor chord is to play a G7 chord, and then to move everything up towards you a string. So that's middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. I've got a low G string, but it will work with a high G as well. Your 1st finger will be on the 1st fret of the C string, and your 3rd finger will be on the 2nd fret of the E string. And that gives you your F sharp minor chord. You're going to play the F sharp minor chord on beats 1 and the and of beat 2. So it will sound like this. 1 and 2 and. So you're going to play on the upstroke when you play the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that helps build that groove. Your right hand is playing that drum beat all the while. And then the left hand is squeezing like you're being electrocuted. Whoa! And you get that nice shock. Finally, part number 3 is we add that little bit of spice. And what I mean is we add the little turnaround. We add a nice little diminished chord. So we're going to play an E flat diminished chord. Now the easiest way to remember this chord is to play a regular G chord. And again, slide everything up towards you a string. So it's 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the C string, 2nd fret on the E string. Now by itself that chord sounds a bit gross, but it resolves nicely back to the F sharp minor. And what we're going to do is we're going to think about Rick and Morty here. We're going to think wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub!
So you're going to take your bass drum technique and you're going to play wubba-lubba-dub-dub, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. And this is the turnaround in this piece of music. So we play the beat 3 times. And after the 3rd time, we hit beat 1, 2, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. And this section is the turnaround. So what we do is we play the main drum beat with the F sharp minor chord 3 times, and on the 4th time we add that turnaround. So it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, time for the turnaround. 1, 2, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. 2, 3, and 4, wait, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. And that's no diggity. Percussive style on the ukulele. Hope you enjoyed. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and if you want to see more tutorials on how to play ukulele songs in a percussive style, let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. I'm Ukulele Simon. I will see you next time.